We're here today with a young man who did the 10 by 10 by 10 video package. Can you please introduce yourself?
So I'm Nick Clements, my company is Your QS and we're quantity surveyors. We work for builders and architects around the country.
And you're quite a growing business. You've been around a number of years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many staff you got?
It varies, but we've got about 12 at the moment. So.
Wow. And we were just having a discussion about growth. You've got some big plans?
Yeah, yep. It's been stymied a little bit this last couple of years with the way the building industry's been. So we were pretty growing rapidly the first sort of 3 years, but the last couple's been a bit tougher going.
Yeah, of course, but those ebbs and flows. Before you met me, had you done some video before?
No, not really. No. And certainly not any video advertising. No.
Yeah. And what was stopping you from doing it?
I guess knowledge of it, getting around to it.
And so you heard about the 10 by 10 by 10 program. What did you think of that?
Yeah, I got an email from you about it. So we hadn't really done a lot of promotion because most of our growth has come from referrals, and yeah, we sort of hadn't had to advertise much. And obviously with the last couple of years being a bit tighter, I thought, well, better up our game a bit and started looking at social media.
Yep.
And hadn't really done any video content, and everybody kept saying, oh, you got to do video, and just never got around to learning how to do it myself. And then your thing came along, I thought, well, let's give it a crack.
Nice. What was that first aha moment for you? The first thing is kind of scripting your 10 videos. How did you find the writing process, writing within a framework of 60 seconds?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I write quite a bit, so that I don't have too much trouble with that. But it was good to sort of just tidy a few thoughts up, and it's giving us some content that we can use.
Cool.
Yeah.
We got a filming day. How was that experience for you? Had you been in that environment before?
I very occasionally in the past I've done a few things, but nothing quite like that. And one of the things I wanted to learn how to do was be able to use an auto prompter, and it turned out I was crap. So it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
And you need to put more practice in, and I just didn't have the time to practice enough to get. So the end result of the first attempt was not that great, and you were very kind in letting me have another go, and we figured out a method that sort of auto-prompted but not quite, but ended up with a result that meant I was a bit more natural, whereas the other auto-cue stuff wasn't.
Good. So Nick is one of only 2 customers through till the end of 2024 who we invited back to have a second go, and that's largely because I want clients to be happy posting the content, right? I know we had just kind of started and we had some editing challenges and we've kind of resolved those, but I'm 100% adamant we're not going to do it for everybody. It's only because it was Nick. But he's well connected. We'd like to get referrals from Nick in the future. So the second time you found a system, we didn't actually scroll. We just blocked it.
Yeah. Just sort of did a sentence at a time, and I was able to come across naturally and actually read the sentence. Whereas I just really struggled. I don't know. I'd like to be able to get to the point where I could do the auto prompting good, but I don't know whether I'm going to have the time to do it. So I think
practice.
Yeah,
practice.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah.
Then that next. Yeah, sure. And look, but I remember you said to me after the second go, you came in and said, "Wow, that was just so much better. I think I'll be back." Right?
Yeah, it was definitely a big improvement. Yeah, and I think the resulting videos were a lot better, and we obviously got a method that worked that didn't it achieved sort of the outcomes we wanted.
Cool.
Wasn't necessarily the way we would have ideally done it, but yeah.
And of course in that next step, and it's there's lots of hurdles, writing, filming, then you've got to look at yourself, right? How was that process?
Yeah, it doesn't really, for me that's not a big deal. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I know what I look like on camera.
And then you've been using the videos as part of a LinkedIn campaign?
Yeah, I've been using them on LinkedIn and Facebook. Still pretty early days yet, and I haven't had too much time, so I've basically banged them up there and set up a program with them, and they're out there, and LinkedIn and Facebook are charging me money, so I guess people are looking at them.
There you go.
But next year I want to start, I'll probably just rethink and relook at how we're using them and just sort of see, can push them a bit more, and then start maybe looking at what other content we might want to crack at.
Good. Would you recommend 10 by 10 video package?
Overall it was really good, and I think it's obviously a formula that you've got to go through to be able to get it down for that sort of price, but I think it's workable, and it didn't feel unreasonably pressurised or whatever through it. So it was efficient.